What's up, guys? Welcome once again, guys, to another exciting day of my life where you and I share insights of life, financial growth, just generally how to go about it. I don't know who misses me, but of course, I know it's been a minute. The hassle with the new place I got for myself and, paperwork and all of that, and then trading and meetings, it's been quite hectic. But I'm back, of course. I am here at this beautiful spot, and I told you guys that part of my life now is basically just exploring because I can now afford the time. I can afford these places actually. So why not see the world? Why not see the world? And most especially, that is why I come on here every day and I urge you to do what you need to do to level up. Now, first of all, this is what I want to put to you. Now, you give a man fish, you fed him for a day. But you teach a man how to fish and you've liberated him from hunger. And that is why, again, risk retention would always be better than risk avoidance. Whether you're talking about life or you're talking about trading, it will always be better that you tried something and then failed than just kick back and then not do it simply because you're afraid that you're going to do it and fail. Trust me, I've been there. I have carried on so many things at a certain point of my life. I procrastinated with just the little things, and it starts from habits. Okay, you might think that it only has to do with maybe something big. You have this project. The truth is, start with what you have. Work with what you have. And that is why up on the Telegram, I made sure that I always put it clearly to you guys that no matter how small you feel that your startup capital is, which is very important, I am very willing to top you up. There's always a 50% top up on your first deposit. You have amazing mentors there. You have great companions who are going to walk you through the process. You have guidelines. Basically, we break everything down for you. So it's going to be easy. And we are just ready to walk through the whole process with you and start you up right up. So if you're ready, you know what to do. Just drop a DM. I just want to see words that signify action. Words that enable me see that the person in question is willing to start. So just write me a sentence, write action, write warrior, write trade, write shark. Just send me anything and I will get through to you and we'll get right started. I don't know about you, but I'm loving this view. It's peaceful, just the quiet and perfect place for me to reset, rethink, and then go even harder. So I don't know about you, but there's no more time to waste. Let's get to it right away. Your ability to keep your pulse in check as the market swings left, right, up, down, center is your number one strength. You have to build that mindset. And most of the time, I tell people, for real, guys, after having stacked it up, all right, when you are finally getting the bags and you feel like everything is going good, some people don't have the financial knowledge. It's not just about stacking money, it's about managing it, and that's where your strength equally is going to lie. Because yes, truthfully, there are a lot of you who are going to get in the game. You will make a lot of money, but managing that money is going to be an issue for you. And that is why I'm advising that you don't only spend it lavishly. Of course, property investment, saving your money up and putting it where it's going to yield you more money. That is basically making your money work for you. So I don't know what it is for you, but growing up, I already had my niches, right? Currently, I'm invested in a couple of things. I have my own audio production. I'm into music as well. I really wanted to do, eventually I'm going to do it. But right now I have my own recording label and I'm putting out a few artists. I'm still bringing them up. I have hospitality. I'm into the hospitality game also because it's something that I was really good at. That was something that I picked from my mom. So whatever your niche is, if you're getting your money from trading, if you're investing, if it's in crypto or whatever, if you're getting your money from here, make sure you find that one thing that you're naturally good at. Put that money back in and watch it come right back to you. That's what I have to say to you. So warriors, let's get ready. Let's make the bag, let's reinvest, and let's keep growing. Okay, guys, today I'm going to show you something special. We're entering the market long, and of course, but it's unclear what my analysis is based on, and it's another program. Welcome to the Trading View. Of course, it's a powerhouse utility for all analysis. Now, here is the same currency pair and a unique indicator that isn't available on Pocket Option. Now we have red and green bars, and we enter long during the indicator's green phase. And as you can see it perfectly, it highlights the growth phase for us. Now, friends, this program is a must-have for you if you want to do professional trading and simply because of its functionality, which I will describe later detailedly. Now, for now, here's an additional argument. The asset is rising within a trend. So even without external tools, we expect confident growth. Now, okay, everything will be fine here. And of course, first trade is in profit. Now, let's look at the trading view in more detail. You can add our indicator in this panel. Of course, enter it, go to the very bottom section, community, and choose here. You are immediately met with a ton of cool algorithms grouped into several sections. Now we go into top and see our indicator. Now, first on the list, yes, you understood correctly. Yeah, of course. Now it's the most popular indicator on the trading view. Now just use it in your trading, of course, focusing on the bars. By the way, you can change the time frame and see what's happening. For example, now on the hourly candles, we see the histogram growing, and the first green bar, we found the asset right before an upward surge. So I think it's time to open another profitable trade, my friends. And we just open a trading terminal and of course, enter the market. Now to understand where the price is heading, you can even highlight a level using a horizontal line. Now, okay, we are just approaching the breakout movement. Now, just need to see it for ourselves. We just need to clarify. Now, by the way, on TradingView, we have many more interesting options for analysis. Now, for example, it builds channels for us automatically. Just drag the cursor and it creates an automatic pattern for you. Now, already good, but there are other options. Now, we draw right on the chart and it stays there even after closing the program. So if we want, we can measure price ranges, literally see the percentage difference from point to point. Now, and this is just the minimum. You will just get tired of figuring out all its nuances. Okay, I'm in profit again here, guys, and now I'm seriously planning to open another trade. And why not? Of course, why not? The asset just broke the line I said, so we can safely enter the market here. Now let's give the trading view a little more attention. This utility offers thousands of user-made indicators. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. There are really a lot of them. Now, plus there's a community here, and it's even, it's even own programming. It has its own programming language. Okay, if you know how to code, you can create your own tools and publish them. So you see the possibilities are endless. Also, an important nuance is it has any asset you want, currency pairs, indices, stocks, cryptocurrencies, everything. So you definitely need to try it. Now, you can write me on Telegram. You can DM via the link in the description, and I'll tell you how to install it, set it up, and start earning also. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I publish huge number of free signals and useful content for beginners. We basically walk you through and spoon feed it to you. So by the way, I have another winning trade and I'm immediately entering another one. So the market is in a growth phase. So we just wait for our money. Now, another plus of TradingView for us, we can configure anything. Now, the level of personalization here is just perfect. We can configure scales, candle colors, change data on the chart or on the background color as well. Now, actually, the program deserves its own dedicated video. Today, I just showed you a glimpse of it as we are trading using its most popular indicator. So, and it seems we are quite successful at it right now. Okay, so this is practically the finale of our trading session, and another 10 seconds and I will have had enough money today. Now, while the dilettantes and they sit in only in the broker terminals, pros work with the best programs, and here is the proof of my words. Easy money, guys. Look at me, man. Just look at all this. It's like walking in paradise. I have never felt this much peace. I really have to take people's words sometimes, because I have a few people close to me, like family. They advise me to come out and embrace nature. And I'm always like, no, but I'm starting to believe. As a child, I used to spend so much time in with nature. I would climb trees. I basically was like Superman. In fact, I was like Tarzan. I would be in the bushes, I would be doing cutting fruit and all of that. But after a while, you know, priorities shift, and then we start looking for different things, means, you know, livelihood. Life just becomes tough and becomes more demanding. So we have to shift priorities. But right about now, I think connecting like this every now and then does me a lot of good. So I'm urging you to go outside, touch some grass, network with people, and of course, whatever it is that you have that is holding you back, don't hold back anymore. I'm waiting for you over the Telegram channel. Tap the link and let's start. Let's go. You can't imagine how refreshing this place is. I'm telling you, sometimes this is just all we need, man. You know, away from the hustle and all of that. Come back, connect with nature, bro. I'm telling you, I couldn't ask for a better site right now. It was definitely not supposed to be a club or any more drinking or none of that. Just the place that I needed. And I'm happy that I did come here alone, because if I had brought my company here, we would either start talking about more trades, more business. I didn't need any of that today. So thankfully I did this on my own, and I'm happy that I'm feeling so much more alive. Do what you need to do. Make that bold step today and start your journey to financial freedom. I'm waiting for you on the other side. Thank you. Did you know, guys, let me shock you, that indecision is a decision? Yes, let me repeat that. Indecision is a decision. It doesn't matter if you're subconsciously making it or not. Sometimes not deciding or not moving at all is you accepting your fate and agreeing to whatever it is. You keep telling yourself that life has dealt you this card or that hand, but ask yourself, everyone is basically dealt the same cards. I don't want to talk about people who are born with silver spoons or that idea, but the question is, if it was that all easy, if it had been put in place, then how beautiful would the story be? The glory when you finally get your crown. You understand? Because that dramatic climb, as you pick it up from nothing and then you head on up to the top, it's something else. When you stand, and even if no one can tell you, you can beat your chest and know that you've come so far. Because you alone know the measure. You are the measure of your progress. You know where you came from and you know where you've gotten to. Nobody can tell you. I can speak for myself because I'm not in competition with anybody, actually. I'm not here to make money just as much as this person does. I'm here to take my own journey, make it have meaning one day at a time. So this is what I'm urging you to do. Because I have the blueprint, I have gone through the process and I have been able to decipher what it actually is about trading. I have laid the guidelines for you. Over there, the Telegram provides everything. I have good friends, people who will serve as companions. They will help you grow. I top you up 50% on your first deposit, which means that even if you don't have money, you can still start. Everything has been put in place for you. So whether you like it or not, believe me or not, all you need to do is make the decision to start. I'm waiting for you. Do not hesitate anymore. Let's go. All right, so you see how the water just flows through in spite of the rocks and everything. That's the nature we need to adopt. Water. You move through like water. Nothing stops you. You break through the cracks. You see how the leaves too are just floating. Stay afloat. You see the fish. See how free they are. Stay afloat. Be free. Believe in yourself. The journey is yours, man. It's your life. Take it by the bull. Take the bull by the horn. Let's go. Yo, my brother. There's more than enough to see here. More than enough. I'm telling you, man, like, this is just, it's giving me like this nostalgic surge. You know, we mostly talk about how quickly it can move from 0 to 100. But no one really talks about that point where you are starting to get there, or maybe you've even gotten there, but you know, sometimes you just feel like you could just go back to where it all started, you know, and just feel like you used to. I miss a couple of things, you know, from back home. And that point where we go from being free, wild and young to the point where all we worry about is livelihood. Is crazy. The leap is crazy. Wait, okay. So at the point where I thought I had seen all of it, we have a volleyball, I think it's a volleyball court here for dogs. So there's a volleyball court here for dogs. And come to think of it, if we were to speak figuratively, now look at this. This could be you on the other side, like the dogs. This could be this net. This could be your barrier. It could be your mind. It could be or whatever it is that you have, whether it's trauma or whether it's fear or maybe reservations, whatever, whoever told you about whatever it is you're about to start in your life. So assume that this is it, and then assume that those dogs behind there, over there, are you. And all it takes now is for you to be on this other side, because you can see clearly from the net. You can see through. You understand? So in your mind, you know your abilities, you know your potentials, but you don't know how to break through. And quite honestly, there's two things you can do here. Forget about the dogs. You can either climb over, you can get under. Forget about it, it's an illusion. So what am I saying here, guys? At the end of the day, it starts in your mind. It starts in your mind. I used to have those fears a lot, I'll be honest with you. But I realized that the key to breaking through is action. Do it scared, do it broken, do it alone. It doesn't matter, do it yourself. I mean, man, look at all this. It just takes me back to home, man. We had a lot of rivers like this, ponds like this. I would jump in with my people. We would swim, we would play. And at that point, nothing really mattered, man. Nothing really mattered. We would just go back home. Yes, it was small, what we had was little. You know, we could eat. It wasn't luxury, but you know, there was that genuine happiness. Until this point now where it starts to matter whether or not your family is living well or comfortable enough. Right now, I've gotten to that point. Trading has liberated me, and I want more people to come over. That's just it. Simple. The Telegram channel is available, guys. Don't hold back anymore. Get on top of it now, and let's keep it moving. Let's start your journey now. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm already on the way. So let's go. So my people, after everything, you know, it all boils down to you being on your own, yourself, the freedom and everything. You know, when I look back at myself sometimes, I smile, man. It's crazy how far I've come. You know, the freedom to choose when to do whatever it is I want to do is just overwhelming sometimes. You know, I finished my walk at the park and I just thought maybe, well, of course I'm hungry, I should eat, I should recharge. And don't get me wrong, I miss my African food, but it's just another day for me to explore the exquisite cuisine of this country, of this beautiful country. And up until now, I thought that surviving out of my hometown was going to be impossible, because how, of course, was I going to be getting my native food and all that? But now that I've tried food here, it's amazing. I even have favorite spots, and I'm actually heading to one right now. And of course, well, today you can see that I'm pulling up. It's the Maybach, man, of course, but not for anything, but you know, sometimes it's just good for a change. Before, there were a lot of things I used to think were basically too much, unnecessary, but once you start being able to afford the things that you used to see at a certain point as maybe unnecessary, you start realizing that it is nice to actually treat yourself to something good sometimes. So for a change, man, sometimes I pull up in the bloody Maybach and it's all good. And that's how we run it over here. So whatever it is that is holding you back, I'm thinking I'm going to eat right now, but for the longest time now, I've been thinking about starting a charity myself. Me and my boys, we've been talking about that because, man, people need to eat. Kids need to eat. We'll call that Operation Food on Every Table. So I'm waiting for you guys to come over. You know, the more, the better. The merrier, the better. I think if we can build a team of strong, like-minded people, I think there's going to be more that we can achieve. So what about now? I'm heading over to eat. I don't know if you had something this afternoon, but please join me. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun a little bit.